What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome to the Dos Leprechauns podcast. I'm Jason. This is Nate. And the Irish are putting the finishing touches, taking some knees as we speak. 1 minute left. It's all but over. It's 36-7 victory over North Carolina State. Team kept it way too close in the first half, and really first couple of series in the second half too. I wouldn't call it an escape. I think this is still a pretty dominant game for us, for the Irish, and you like to see this kind of game going into the rivalry game next week against the hated Trojans. Yeah, some really exciting things happened today. Some stressful things happened today. Nate, what stuck out to you?
Yeah, I mean, again, just the slow starts, I think, are the most frustrating. But I think something that's encouraging is the second half adjustments on both sides of the ball. I thought defense was good for, I'd say, the whole game, honestly.
Yeah.
Even the touchdown that NC State had scored, it was kind of on just a great route by the receiver that was out for the game after that play. I don't think CJ Bailey was the impact player that I thought he was going to be this game. I thought, there were going to be a few plays that, he made and you just kind of had to tip your hat. But there really wasn't anything. Once again, I'm really impressed with the defense. Just another phenomenal week. The week prior, they were really good. And, we were like, okay, is this for real or is this not for real? But I'd say holding any opponent to 7 points, in 1 week is impressive, but doing it in back-to-back weeks is pretty great and pretty impressive.
Let's get some stats on the defense, and then we'll switch up to offense. Let's talk about the defense first. What stood out to you on the stat sheet?
I mean, KVA.
Yeah.
He obviously got an interception today, had 6 total tackles, was the leading tackler. And also, you got to give props to Boubacar Traore.
Oh, man. 2 more
sacks today. I was honestly really impressed with the D-line today. They were firing off the ball in the second half. I think that was the one complaint I have in the first half. They were kind of slow off the ball in the first half. But in the second half, they kind of figured things out. The crazy thing is you look at the stat sheet, and Notre Dame had 3 interceptions in the game. But they had 3 interceptions in the second half.
Right.
So, it was just an all-around great game by the defense. Once again, they held NC State to 233 yards on offense.
That's shocking.
Yeah,
it really is.
Really impressive.
You had that Hollywood kid, Hollywood Smothers back there, and I thought he was going to do a lot better, but I think that everybody stepped up. You mentioned KVA. How many tackles did he have?
He had 6 total tackles.
So 6 tackles, 2 interceptions. I'm sorry, an interception, and just really was a menace. And you just see the difference every time he's in there. Yep. You want to get some of the comments? I'm pulling something up here.
Yep. All right, let's see. I like this comment. Oh, I don't know what I did. Let's see. All right, it says throw away that first half. I don't know what that was. Second half was awesome. 100%.
On that note, we cannot start off slow like that against SC. They will hammer us straight up. I mean, I hate SC more than just about anything, but I do know they're talented. Makai Lemon, the other I can't remember the other receiver's name, and then
Jacoby Lane.
That guy. Jay Mavia, very good players. They got a good running back. Can't remember his name either, but they're a very good team. Unfortunately, I think they're probably going to beat Michigan tonight. But yeah, they're going to come in here hungry. This could be the last time they play in South Bend. So we got to be ready because they're going to bring their A game, and we're not going to have the luxury of starting off slow on either side of the ball, specifically on the defensive side, which obviously has been a lot better.
This comment from John David Harmon says, too many points left on the field the last 2 weeks. Let's stop doing that. I'd say we left some points on the field last week for sure against Boise. This week, obviously, you can point to the Price fumble at the 1.
That was crazy.
But I don't think you're going to see that a lot from Price this year.
No.
And if there's a time to do it, it's in a blowout. Yep. And you don't really need that touchdown, I guess. But luckily, it didn't really matter and ended up winning by 29?
Yeah. So we talked about some of the chaos that needs to occur for the Irish to get into the playoffs, and there was a lot of it today. For those of you that weren't paying attention, Penn State lost to Northwestern 22-21. So at home. So all the talk of Penn State being better than Notre Dame and last year's win being a fluke, that's out the window. Looks like Indiana's going to beat Oregon, so the number 3 team will fall. That'll probably move Indiana up to the top 4 or 5 teams in the country. Tennessee is beating Arkansas by 10. Got A&M later. We really need A&M to beat Florida because that could be huge, actually. Georgia's got Auburn. Go Auburn because we need Georgia to lose. Iowa State lost to Colorado. They're behind us, obviously. But yeah, a lot of chaos today, and still some big games yet to go. I think with this win, I could see us moving up to 14, 13, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
SC will probably be ranked if they beat Michigan tonight, which I think they will. And then it's kind of all bets are off. But yeah, good game all around. I was excited with what I saw in the second half, especially. Peacock sucks, just saying. Yeah, actually, a lot of people were saying that they were having issues with their Peacock feed. Ours was fine here in Zona. Maybe some of the weather stuff going on. We didn't really have any issues with the feed, but I know a lot of people did. I'm trying to pull up our.
See, I'll just read this comment from Justin Knox. It says, losing possession inside the opponent's 3 is frustrating continuously. These scores are misleading. We are better than people realize.
Yeah,
I'd say today's win kind of is a good win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this NC State team beat the number 19 team in the country in Virginia. So I think that deserves some praise at least.
So I want to get into some of the offensive stats. I cannot say enough good things about CJ Carr. Probably the first half was the worst half of football he's played so far in his career. But he ends up killing it and goes 19 of 31, 342 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick. That is a heck of a game. Now, NC State's defense is much maligned, but it's still a college football team, and he had to really come alive. So Angelo Alvarado says he thinks they're going to put us at 12 or 13. That's about where I think we'll be. Rushing was surprisingly a little slow to start this game. Jeremiah Love actually ended up being the leading carrier, 18 carries, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jadarian Price, 15 carries, 66 yards, no touchdowns. Tyler Buckner, 1 carry, 3 yards. How about that, huh? Tyler picks up the big first down on the 4th down. Let's see.
Love the aggressiveness on 4th down, but hated the play calling. Rolling out Carr is one of the last plays I call on 4th and inches.
And they did it twice. I don't know if it was the same play call, but they had to roll him out twice. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Give the ball to your 2 best running backs in the country and let them score.
Yep.
Receiving, holy moly. Nate was on fire today with his picks. I think I did pretty good too, but Nate had Will Pauling on offense and KVA on defense. We already talked about KVA. Will Pauling went for 4 receptions, 105 yards and a touchdown. Eli Ridden was the leading catcher, was the leading receiver today, and I had Eli Ridden and Gabe Rubio today. Eli had 7 receptions, 109 yards, almost had a touchdown at the end there. Faison had 4 catches for 49 yards. KK Smith got his first career touchdown, 3 catches, 59 yards, and then Malachi Fields had 1 catch for 20 yards. Jadarian Price did have the fumble. Defensively, let's see here. I know there was somebody I want to talk about Junior T, number 44. We can never say his last name, but we've been huge Junior fans for a long time. He had a series of plays. One was on that random flea flicker they were trying to do, that he exposed that and got that play happen. And then the next play, or the play before that, he had almost got a sack. Tons of pressure on the offensive line. I thought he played a great game. Like Nate mentioned, Boubacar with 2 sacks. Elijah Hughes had a sack today. They gave him credit for sack. Jalen Stroman had a sack. So 4 sacks for the Irish defense today, which is a great sign going into the SC week. And again, just everybody contributing, running to the ball, making plays. Bryce Young had a pretty good game with 2 tackles. Faraimo had 2 more tackles. Drake Bowen, 7 tackles. Tate with 7 tackles. KVA with 6. And then, of course, the interception. But I think player of the game on defense besides KVA is Boubacar. 4 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. That's just a man game. And we posted a video of one of his plays where he just absolutely ate that left tackle's for lunch, and it was a beautiful thing. All right.
Shout out to KK Smith. Great game from him. First career touchdown.
Yeah.
Pretty cool for him.
Yeah, great to see that. Indiana just won, so they beat Oregon. That's, once again, some chaos that we need. Defensive line looked the best I've seen. Good pass rush. That's from our guy, Brian Campbell. Let's see what else we got. The downward trend on points allowed a game since Purdue. That's a turnaround. Huge. And again, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame, but is that Marcus Freeman? Is that Chris Ash figuring things out? Is that the defense fitting into Ash's scheme? It's really hard to say, but who cares at this point? We're playing great defense. And you're going to need a stellar defensive performance against SC. I worry about Lemon and Lane. Those guys are beasts, just absolute difference makers. So Christian Gray and Leonard Moore are going to really have to have great games. Tay Johnson, Don Schuler are going to have to play great. And the D-line's just going to have to get after the quarterbacks who has less time to throw it. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on the SC Michigan game as much as I can to kind of see what tendencies they have and kind of see what we'll have to look forward to next weekend. But next weekend, under the lights doesn't get any bigger than that. By far our biggest game left. So hopefully the Irish come to play and we can continue to move up the ranks.
Hoping the center, can't remember his name, Ashton Craig, is okay. Sounds like his knee got aggravated. Yeah, he limped off the field a little bit under his own power. For the few snaps that Joe Otting was in, he looked fine. Snaps were fine. So.
Yeah, Joe Otting looked pretty good coming in the reserve role when Craig went down. You really hope that Craig's going to be okay for SC because we're going to need him. We're going to need to be full strength. There's no doubt about it. It would be great if Jagasol was back, but hearing there's some regression on that front, so I wouldn't expect to see him for another 3-4 weeks. We have the bye coming up here after SC. But yeah, we got everybody healthy. So Tim Adams with the comment, just to get this started. Can we, the fans, help interview legitimate refs for the next game, please? Seriously, I will contribute monetarily to the fundraising effort. The officiating was absolutely abysmal today, and it was last week as well. Today was worse though. Although there were more penalties last week, that the phantom catch where the ball, we all saw it, the ball hit the ground. That was a no catch. Then Christian Gray gets an interception. The ball doesn't hit the ground, and they call it back. So, or they say it was a no catch. I mean, it was so abysmal that, and I'm an umpire and official, several different sports, rec league stuff, and I was just appalled. I mean, really, it was just a really bad officiated game. And you saw Freeman for the second week in a row start getting really animated with the officials, which I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Let's see.
It wasn't awesome, but
Rudy Salazar, shout out to the special teams doing what they do best. Yeah, special teams was good. We Noah Burnett with 2 field goals today. One of them, what was that first one for, like 49, 50, something like that?
47.
Yeah, so that's not a chip shot by any means.
No.
Once SC played Division I teams, different story. That's from Rocky Schaller. Can you look up SC's record and their scores and stuff? I want to kind of take a peek at that. Yeah, I know they have one loss, but I'm just trying to see like what some of their scores were. Amber Sullivan chips in too here with what the hell is up with the officiating. Yeah, I wish I knew. Angelo Alvarado, we are making the playoffs, but we'll be forced to join a conference after the season. I highly doubt it. I think Bavacqua has been pretty clear that he doesn't want Notre Dame to have to join a conference. I think we're fine where we're at, still independent.
SC's averaging 48 points per game. That's highly inflated due to their 73 points against Missouri State and Georgia Southern.
Wow. 73 points in each of those games?
No, they had 59 against Georgia Southern, 45 against Michigan State. And
didn't Michigan State just get rolled by UCLA though?
Yeah.
And then how many to Illinois?
32.
And they lost, right?
Yeah, they lost to.
So they're giving up. So how many did they give up to Missouri State? 13, and then 20 to Georgia Southern?
20, yep.
17 to Purdue.
31 to Michigan State. Shoo. And 34 to Illinois.
Yeah, that's not great defense there, SC.
Lincoln.
No, not joining a conference from Justin Knox. Yeah, I highly doubt we'll ever win a conference. I'm telling Connor, bro, if we don't strengthen our schedule and he keeps having seasons like this.
Who's Connor?
I think
Connor Stallion?
Maybe he's talking about Conor McGregor. Let's see here. Fundamentals from Justin Knox, great tackling. Yeah, it was Robert Kimball says this earlier today, said, hate to say it, go Trojans. God, that just sounds so gross. But I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Let's see. Saw a couple of the ones I wanted to get to as well. Now you crank it next week for 60 minutes before the bye. Then bye week, then look out. Yeah, I mean, next week is everything, guys. There's no other way to put it. Good effort. Let's see. From Amber. Oops, sorry. Oh, Connor Ahern. I'm Connor. He was talking to me because I told him we'll never have to join a conference. Yeah, I don't think we should, nor should we have to, for that matter. Andrew Albert says, what was the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty about? There was 2 of them. One on when Bryce Young got a tackle and kind of stared the dude down as he was getting up off him. There was another one.
Bubakar Traore on the safety. He did like a gun motion, so they're not allowed to do either one.
Yeah, they didn't show it, and if he did, oh well. But come on, now again, you guys going to be at the USC game from Thomas Welker? Nope, we are not. We're going to be at Syracuse in a few weeks. We're going to smack USC, no doubt. I'm going to pin this, Angelo, because if we don't, I'm going to need you to provide me with some Advil because I'm going to have a major headache after that game either way. Let's see. Brett Boyson says held Hollywood to lowest rushing game this year, right? I mean, that is great. No, I'll fit that team. That North Carolina State team, as we talked about beforehand, is a team that can score, and they had proven they can score. But yeah, Notre Dame's defense stepped up, and really in both halves, they didn't play bad on either half. I think it was just a combination of the no-goes on offense, the no points, then having to play more. So there's a lot on that.
They actually, North Carolina, they actually held the possession battle in the first half.
Are you guys doing a press weekend at Orangeman game? I mean, we'll be doing our coverage and stuff, and we'll have the tailgate, of course. So yeah, we'll definitely be out there doing some of that stuff for the Syracuse game. And then all be at Stanford the next week. This guy decided to bail out on me.
Sorry.
What a lame-o.
Sorry.
Amber Sullivan said, my Peacock sucks, and I miss a lot of things at the end of the plays. That sucks. I heard several people say that. We didn't have any issues, which is nice because that would have made me really angry. See, Justin Knox says, why isn't KVA playing more? That is my question. It does seem like he's been put in a heck of a lot more on in the second half than he has been in the first. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's method to the madness. They're seeing certain trends. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, in my opinion, KVA should never come off the field, including freaking put him at offense somewhere. Let him line up as a fullback. I don't care. The guy is ridiculous.
I wonder if it's because they put him in there to be like sort of a QB spy for the mobile quarterbacks, and we haven't really faced a mobile quarterback since Taylor Green.
Rudy Salazar, I love you guys. Keep up the good work. Till next week, beat USC, go Irish. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for always joining in. Rudy, we appreciate you. You called Reardon having a big game. Good call. That's from Adam Rothenberger. Sure did. I had Reardon and Gabe Rubio, who Gabe had a good game. If you guys couldn't see, he continued to step up and get pressure in the backfield. Let's see. Rocky. Yeah, I saw that. Rocky Scheller said, mystery is what is the real deal with Great House aside from the thigh issue in the first 6 games? I don't know. We'll see. I think next week will be a big tell. If he doesn't play again, I think we should probably be concerned. If he does play, then I think it's just one of those things where he was still nursing an injury and is fine. But yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I think he has 2 catches all year, maybe
Something
one.
like that.
It's not what he should be producing.
Yeah.
Let's see. It kept freezing and glitching. That's what everybody keeps saying about the Peacock coverage. Let's see. Jagasaw should be huge as an ad. Yeah, that when he comes back, it's going to be a difference maker for sure. Drake Bowen, straight dog, another good game this week. Yeah, he just lays the boom, man. That's what he does. He just lays the boom every single time. It's just amazing. I love it. Reardon needs a touchdown. Seriously, man, throw a jump ball to that guy. He's like 8 feet tall. Just throw a jump ball up there, let him go get it. Yep. Chris Pruitt says defense starting to show up. Still need to cut out silly penalties. Yeah, that's a great point, Chris. Hey, Chris, did you end up finding tickets to the SC game? I know you were looking for a couple. Let us know. We'd love to get the word out for you. I know your kids love it. You love it. So let's try to get Chris out to that SC game if he hasn't got tickets already. Reardon looks like Lurch from Adam's Family out there with those 5'11" DBs. Yeah, he's just a big old boy, man. But when he catches it, he's a big old statue trying to get down.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get a couple more comments in here, and then we're going to be signing off. Got some dinner plans to go celebrate and get ready for SC. Another one, Adam Rothberg. Bowen needs to calm the F down, though after plays, he's going to get a flag. Yeah, I could see that's actually a good point. All those kind of things are going to be necessary to cut out against SC because every yard will be meaningful for sure. So we'll have more coverage on the SC game coming up. This is our hate week. We literally hate SC, and I think everybody does if you're a Notre Dame fan and on this feed. So if you're faint of heart and don't like a lot of crap talking and posts about how bad they are and all that kind of stuff, you might want to take a break because that's all it's going to be all week is hate SC week. So with that, guys, again, big win for the Irish. Another one that's 4 in a row. Yep. Gotta love it, and it's going to be fun. So we'll see you guys next week, early afternoon, as it's a late kickoff for the pregame show, and then we'll get after SC. So with that, you guys have a great weekend. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching. Go Irish.